Hey, what's up, Amasian people? Welcome to Team Amasian's review of Universal's Jurassic World. Now, Kaori and I are here to talk about the movie, give our overall impressions, our positives, our negatives, and then open it up to you guys in the comment section for you guys to let us know what you thought of Jurassic World. So, to start it off, Kaori, you just saw it like literally minutes ago.
I just got out, like
fresh
10 minutes
out of the
ago.
theater. Let us know what your overall impressions are of Jurassic World.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and when I came out of it, I thought to myself, I would totally go see that movie again. It was entertaining. It had good action, and the actors were all picked great, and I thought it went well. I liked it.
Yeah, I have to agree. I loved it. And again, I think it has that repeatability, if that's a word. Repeat factor. I definitely am yearning to see it again. I told Kaori this morning that I wanted to see it again, but I looked up the showtime and it was sold out. So that's a good sign. And I hear that it's going to be breaking all kinds of records in the box office.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, I had so much fun. I can't really remember Jurassic Park 2, 3. I don't even know how many were after the original.
I think there was like 2,
maybe 2, but this just to me felt like the natural sequel to the first film, having forgotten 2 and 3, and so it was a lot of fun. I agree with you. Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, the 2 little boys, everybody was cast really well, and I actually did not hate the CGI. I know that I know that you and I were both wondering whether that would take the nostalgic factor out, the fact that they used a lot of animatronics and in the original and not so much in this one, or not at all. But it didn't really take me out of the film.
No, it didn't. And also, talking about how it's going to top the box offices and break records, it totally will, because I was sitting there waiting in the line and I never do that.
Oh, see? Yeah, that's a really good sign.
Yeah,
really
good sign. I think all generations are excited about it. Dinosaurs, which pleases children, and you've got the adults like us that are like, oh my God, maybe this will be better than Jurassic 2 and 3.
Yes.
Like, this might be the Jurassic we've all been waiting for the past over 20 years now.
Yeah, I agree. So let's go with your negatives, Kaori. We'll go with the bad before the good.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, like, there's some really cheap... Okay, I guess the love story was unnecessary for me. I was going to be very upset if they... This is a spoiler-filled review, guys. Spoiler?
Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
Spoiler. I would be really upset if, no matter how good the movie is, if they closed the ending when they were walking away from, like, the infirmary.
Yeah.
I was really worried that was going to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot of cheesy stuff, but you're watching a dinosaur movie, so I'm not expecting credibility here, so I'm going to let all of those things slide and take it for what it's worth and actually enjoy it. So really, I just really enjoy this movie, and I can't think of any negatives right now other than that.
Yeah, I mean, the negatives I have maybe would be considered nitpicking, because I'm with you. I thought that the cheesiness you could forego because it was just a fun movie, and you knew kind of the tone right from the beginning that it was going to be like that. So if there was some disjointed parts or things that didn't really connect, that's okay, because it was fun. But in terms of negatives, I would say I could understand the reason why they had to call out that the parents were going to get a divorce.
I totally forgot about that.
Obviously, it's to show that the brothers were, going to grow closer in the film. But I didn't really have an emotional connection to the parents from the get-go. So the fact that when the boy broke down and was like, oh, they're getting a divorce, I was like, really care, they could have maybe used just another. I was good with when the mom called her sister and said, oh, but he treats them so bad when they're together, when it's just them two, why aren't you with them? I could have used that as the reason as to why the brothers weren't so close. They're brothers.
That makes more sense to me, because now I'm thinking about it, I knew they'd come up. That was kind of a negative, where in the beginning the brother was completely unattached to his little brother and checking out chicks of all shapes, of all sizes, and
little John Mayer.
And then he pulled the 180 right away. And I thought that
Yeah.
was kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when push comes to shove and you're about to be eaten by dinosaurs, I could see why you would want to just snap out of,
Sure.
your bad habits or whatever. But I didn't really care for the fact that the parents were getting divorced. I thought that was a negative. There were just a few coincidences that happened throughout the film. Some obviously were to pay homage to the first one,
Hmm.
like the fact
I
that they
like
showed, yeah,
those.
the fact that they found the old park and then they found the garage and the old Jeep still happened to work,
All kinds of
like
things.
those are the things that were so coincidental, cheesy, but I'm gonna put them in my negative just because, this I don't know, just because I don't really
Uh,
have any,
how
to be
about
honest.
the controversial Bryce Dallas Howard running around in heels? People aren't really happy about
Yeah,
that.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, and thank you for bringing that up
Yeah.
because my second negative would be the fact that she can outrun a T Rex.
Yeah, that bothered me. Thank you. That bothered me. I was like, oh, come on. At least take off your heels for crying out loud. And she starts off being a complete damsel in distress, and it was starting
Yeah,
to really bug me that she was scared of everything. I'm like,
yeah.
you created this monster. You know what's behind this, yet you won't tell Chris Pratt's character. I don't even know what his character's name was.
Owen. Yeah.
Owen, what this dinosaur is made out of so he can better assist you, but instead you're just screaming, but then she changed and started running around in her heels. So I was
Yeah, I think the 180s for a lot of these characters
like,
were
yeah.
too fast. But again, there was really no emotional connection to any of the characters, to be honest, except for obviously Owen, just because it's Chris Pratt.
You know what's funny?
Otherwise, I didn't. Maybe that's my negative, is that there really wasn't a true connection to any of the characters.
I was so captivated by the first 10 minutes of the movie that when Chris Pratt's character showed up, I was like, oh, I forgot he was in this
Oh,
movie.
so
Isn't
cool!
that crazy?
Yeah, that's great.
That's so cool. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's so cool,
That's really good. That's really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Okay, so let's go on to positives for the film.
Oh, I mean, there's so many. I think like our positives were overflowing in our
I
negatives,
know.
right? Um, a lot. It was just action packed and really entertaining. I
Hmm.
liked the CGI actually benefited them. It was cool to see dinosaurs in action. Um, but I'm gonna bounce back on my negative because I just thought of one.
Go
Is
for it.
the asshole dinosaur was kind of like too fake for me.
The one they created.
Yeah, the one they created. I think like in my mind they're thinking, what would be a vicious dinosaur? And they started creating like a T-Rex, and then it just got all weird. And they're like, you know what? Let's just make it a mutated
I
dinosaur.
didn't mind it so much. I would actually put the dinosaur in my positives, just
Okay.
because the way they preface is like, okay, people are bored of the existing dinosaurs. Let's put something together so crazy that it's going to attract more people. And so you take the best qualities of the dinosaurs that
Mhm.
people like. So you take a velociraptor, you take a T Rex, and whatever other shit they threw in there,
Mhm.
cuttlefish, and then a frog or whatever, and just all those qualities they put it into this dinosaur. I thought it was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it could camouflage, the fact that it, could outrun like almost anything, and it was almost indestructible in some respect, and that was the scary part to me,
I
and
mean,
that would be a positive for me, is that they were able to create something like that crazy.
and it took a lot of not natural, but a lot of dinosaurs to team up,
Yeah,
tag team, kill that
yeah.
dinosaur.
What'd
Yeah.
you think of that scene? That last, I don't know,
It
was
was
it 10,
kind of
15 minute battle or something?
I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I kind of laughed a lot, but not like at them, but like this is cheesy good. Like okay, all of the raptors are dead. One survives, and then one bites him and helps save the T Rex, and then the other, the water dragon, which everyone in the theater was laughing about. I don't know why it wasn't that funny, but I guess it was. I enjoyed it.
I did too. I thought it was pretty epic. I enjoyed the performances by Chris Pratt, by Bryce Dallas
Yes,
Howard, by I even
everybody.
I even like the two little boys.
Yeah.
BD Wong was really good.
I was thinking like they didn't, I don't know, I guess they kind of might have done it first, but there was like a formula to it where Jurassic Park had, two siblings and the older one
Mm,
taking care, and then like two explorer people trying to like kind of bonding and
yeah,
connecting. Because at the end, you know how they wanted kids at the end of Jurassic
yeah,
Park. They
you're
had
right.
they had that at
Yep.
this one, and then also we had our Needry from Jurassic Park, the asshole guy with the barbasol.
Mhm.
It was that guy that ended
Mhm.
up dying. It's just like there's a lot of parallels that were more like,
Whatever
but
works,
it
right?
works.
Yeah, if it works, it
Yeah.
works. What about? I also enjoyed Johnson, I think is his name. Jake Johnson from New
Jack
Girl.
Johnson's the singer, right?
Jack Johnson. Yeah, Jake Johnson and the little, it's kind of a minor character, but I thought he was really funny in the film. And the fact that he was like this Jurassic Park fanatic,
Uh-huh.
wearing his shirt and had all his dinos on the
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
on the
so
chair.
cute. And then Chris Pratt like went like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really
it
good.
was
So many
good.
positives,
I want to go
so
see it
many.
again.
So do I.
Yeah.
I think when it dies down a little bit, gosh,
Uh-huh.
it's crazy packed at the theaters this weekend, you guys. If you have had a chance to see it, hopefully you didn't stand in line too long to get into the theater. But if you did, I think it's definitely worth it. So Kaori, I mean, just to wrap it up, is it go see it in the theater? Is
Yes.
it wait till Blu-ray? I don't know.
It is go see it in the theater, buy the Blu-ray, and watch it with your friends. I think it's a great movie. That's definitely a movie that is going to be in my arsenal once it gets released and available for home
I
theater.
know, so good. You guys, let us know what
What do
you
you think?
thought.
What was your rating?
Jurassic World, I think I would give it if we're rating out of 10, I would give it like maybe an 8.
I'm there with you. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, just some minor things, but really so much fun. The pacing was perfect. It's just a good movie to see in the theater. Watch it with friends, like Corey said. We'll probably see it together. I hope
Yeah,
she'll
let's
go on
see
a
it
date with me, Team
together.
Amasian at the
Of
theater.
course, I always want to date you.
You guys, let us know your thoughts on Jurassic World. If you've seen it multiple times, good for you, lucky you. Any negatives, any positives, overall impressions of the film, let us know in the comments section. And we will be back with a full Speak Nerdy to Me this week. We just wanted to make sure we got in our Jurassic World review for you guys. And just watch the film again while you wait for a new Speak Nerdy. So Corey, where can people find you if they want to chat more?
Find me at Kaorious.
Is that your T-Rex? You guys can find me at Ann Campea. You can find the both of us at Team Amasian. We have a website, teamamasian.com, youtube.com/Team Amasian. What else do we have? Instagram, Twitter. Follow us wherever you want.
Username everywhere.
Also, email us your questions, comments, whatever at teamamasian@gmail.com. Hopefully we can get to those during our next Speak Nerdy to Me this week. Until next time, you guys, enjoy the weekend, the rest of your weekend, and we will catch you on our full Speak Nerdy to Me this week.